with Bonetti in goal, Locke, Wicks, Hay and Graham Wilkins, Britton, Stanley and Lewington, Ray Wilkins, Finiston and Swain, with the substitute Harris. And here indeed in his working clothes is our studio guest today, Steve Finiston. 15 goals so far this season. As for Wolves, they are also unchanged, without stalwarts Mike Bailey and Willie Carr, Pearce in goal, Palmer, Monroe, McCall and Parkin, Patching, Daly and Gould, Richards, Sunderland and Hibbett, and Farley is their substitute. And among the goals for Wolves again now, John Richards, 5 in the last 2 games. And in the 36,000 crowd, the US Secretary of State, Dr. Henry Kissinger. On the left there, Brian Mears and Mrs. Mears, Chelsea chairman and his wife. And in behind them, our Foreign Secretary, Anthony Crossley.
So Ron Crabb, the referee from Exeter, gets this game underway. Chelsea attacking the goal to our left in the all strip of blue with white stockings. Wolves in their famous old gold and black shorts. Gary Locke making a good quick run. Finiston is there, but a little too high for him. A good quick break that by Chelsea, defending an unbeaten home record here against a Wolves side that have moved up to 4th in the table. A second division match of considerable significance and not very easy for them on this side of the field, as you've probably already seen. The side that's been under the shadow of this enormous stand on this side of the field. And an offside against John Richards. And in fact, both goalkeepers well guarded against the elements. Peter Bonetti with tracksuit bottoms on, and indeed a tracksuit top, and Gary Pearce also with tracksuit bottoms. Swain to Wilkins, played again for Locke. Finiston's got into the middle, and it won't come to him because Frank Monroe is there. Daly hustled into an error. Finiston hit the post. Oh my goodness, that was so close for Chelsea. Disarray in that Wolves defence, and Finiston nearly caught them out. Enormous stroke of luck for Wolves as that ball hit the post and cannoned away for the corner. Well, that's got the crowd going. Tremendous atmosphere at Stamford Bridge. And Ian Britton with this corner now for Chelsea. Swain coming to him. Britton with time to get a good cross in. And it was Alan Sunderland who got up there. Wilkins trying to knock it back in again with his head. Wicks. Now we'll... He really couldn't get up steam, Ian Britton, the number 7, to save that pass. Well, I think Dr. Henry Kissinger, the guest here today, must be quite impressed with the way this game has gone so far. A lot of good movement in it. In fact, Dr. Kissinger much more interested at the moment in a fight that's going on in the crowd on this side of the field, and I suppose as a mediator he might well feel that he could do something about it. Monroe. McCall. Oh, that'll come through nicely. And Richards has scored. A vital first goal that for Wolves. John Richards, the man who really has got the scoring touch. Played through the middle, a nice little touch off. And Richards was through there, whacking it past Bonetti. Wolves going into the lead. Chelsea 0, Wolves 1. John Richards' 6th goal of the season, having scored 5 in the previous 2. That with 17 minutes gone. I wonder what our distinguished guest at Stamford Bridge thought of that bit of action, Dr. Kissinger. It's a great test of Chelsea's character now. Monroe playing it back and playing it too short. Wilkins is in there, and it's over the line. Goal given, and Wolves with only themselves to blame, and above all, Frank Monroe. A terrible mistake in that Wolverhampton Wanderers defence, leaving Gary Pearce no chance. There's the mistake. There's Wilkins going in, and he was able just to get in there first and not it over the line. 2 goals in the space of 1 minute, bringing the score now to Chelsea 1, Wolves 1. So both the number 8s have scored. John Richards for Wolves, and now Ray Wilkins for Chelsea. Mistake there by Gary Stanley, and Wicks playing it back to Bonetti. Here's Graham Wilkins, brother of Ray. Monroe, whose mistake it was, finding Richards. Sunderland very, very active up ahead of him. Patching coming up fast on the far side and into the side netting. A brilliant break, though, by Wolverhampton Wanderers. A sweeping passing movement. And Patching coming in, very nearly restoring the lead for Wolves. All winning it in the air. Graham Wilkins to Ian Britton. Lewington. Pivot. Little Britton a bit low to the ground there, probably best suited by these conditions. Ray Wilkins. Lost a little bit of control. But Parkin will get there first. Gary Stanley with the throw for Chelsea. Monroe having a tussle with Swain. And a throw given again to Chelsea. Palmer. Lewington turning it in. Gould heading it away. Here's Britton. To Locke. Stanley. Wilkins. Lewington playing it through, and it stopped for a moment there. Pearce was very nearly caught out. When Lewington chipped that ball forward, Pearce, I think, fully expected the ball to bounce to him, and it stopped for a moment and very nearly allowed Finiston in. Netty right out there. Right in with Gould. No harm done. From Bobby Gould. Finiston diving in there and finding Ian Britton. Mark in to Palmer. Wolves, in fact, looking fractionally the more composed side, playing a little better together, although Chelsea have had some good rousing attacks. Not on that time. And it's there by Sunderland, goal given. No linesman flagging on the far side. I thought the referee gave that in the first place. As Richards played that ball through, Sunderland was onto it like a flash, past Bonetti. But that goal is disallowed. Gould caught offside. Graham Wilkins with the kick. Gary Stanley getting up well. Lewington up. Finiston hopeful of getting in there. Finiston with the shot. Oh, a marvellous save. Look of disappointment there on Finiston's face. Beautiful save there by Gary Pearce, because as that ball was dropping, Finiston caught it superbly. Turned away by the Wolves keeper. So Ray Wilkins now with the corner then for Chelsea. Curled in, and a safe catch that time by Gary Pearce. Gould. Stopped by Hay. Patching, coming up fast. Steve Daly. Now can Hibbert readjust himself on this difficult surface on this side. Throw to Chelsea. Gould. That's another high up and under. John Richards getting underneath this one. If he control it, Chelsea are in trouble. Well, he pounced on that so quickly, Richards. Here's Palmer. Hibbert. Daly. Lewington after him. And tackling him well. But he'd have to do it again. And in the end, Wolves get a throw. Daly with it. Bit of space there for Sunderland. Over the head. And the goal by Bobby Gould. Oh, there were a few acrobatics on that byline. And as that came across, it all began when Sunderland was unmarked. Gould also had plenty of time and space into the back of the net. Chelsea 1, Wolves 2. And Bobby Gould has scored. That's his 9th goal of the season. And certainly he's seen some good football, Dr. Kissinger, and some goals to go with it. Ball there, clearly a handball by Hay. Well, Chelsea haven't got that good a record against Wolves. They've beaten Wolves only once in their last 7 visits to Stamford Bridge, and indeed when they last met 2 seasons ago, Wolves won both times. 1-0 here and 7-1 at Molineux. Well, Chelsea have got to do a lot of work now to knock that jinx to one side. Here's Daly. And there goes the whistle for half-time. What a good one, in spite of the difficult surface. John Richards having put Wolves ahead, but within the space of 60 seconds, Chelsea had drawn level through their number 8 going in there, Ray Wilkins, only for Bobby Gould, the number 10 for Wolves, to restore the Wolverhampton Wanderers lead. So the promise of a really exciting second half as well, and a lot more to come on the big match today. A half-time score at Stamford Bridge. Chelsea 1, Wolverhampton Wanderers 2. We'll be right back. So welcome back to Stamford Bridge. Wolves leading by 2-1, now attacking the goal to our left. But Chelsea doing that bit of attacking at the moment as Finiston tries to make a bit of progress. Wolves, in fact, have scored 8 goals in their last 2 games, 4 against Orient, 4 against Plymouth. Another couple here, quickly seeking to regain their first division place that they lost last season. Here's Bobby Gould, offside. In fact, they have a marvellous away record, Wolves, when you consider it this season. They've lost only 1 away, that was at Hull. Play with a lot of skill and teamwork today, really carrying this battle to Chelsea. Here's Peter Bonetti. Sunderland. Hibbert. Played on well there. It's not going to be easy for Steve Daly in that corner with Lewington following him in. Got a big strum on his banjo, and What's it going to be, a corner or a goal kick? Well, what should we do with it? Let's put the corner flag back in. In fact, I think the ground might be so hard there that it snapped off. So he's waving to say that he wants another flag there because he must have the flags in the corners. You can always dispense with the ones on the centre line. And already the replacement is coming across, brought by Bobby Gould. Handed to the referee. Now, how is he going to get that into the hole, I wonder? There we are. Bit of strength and application. And we're underway again. Hibbett. Straight to Bennett's arms. Ray Wilkins. Graham Wilkins. Swain right in there, putting Monroe under pressure. Swain going in there, still the ball bobbing about. And a tremendous shot again by Gary Stanley. Away over that Wolves crossbar. It was Swain who was bobbing about in there, and it looked as though the chance might come his way. It was Stanley who was following up with great fury. And with a great shot that was wide of the mark. Crowd are loyal. And here's Britain. Here's Locke. Britain again, with Finiston in the middle. And Ray Wilkins. And a corner given. Tough on Kenny Hibbett there. He tried to turn that ball away, but the corner there was so frozen. But under pressure from Locke, he had to give away the corner. Now Britain's going to take it. Palmer's there. Kenny Swain in the background for Chelsea. Bit lower this time towards Stanley, and Wolves get it away again. This could be an interesting break. Daly has made a great run up there with Hibbett, and Gould is on the far side. Here's Daly. Turned inside for Patching, and now here's Hibbett again. Throw to Wolves. Broke out well there. 20 minutes to go. Wolves leading by 2-1. Steve Daly with his throw for them. And picking up Hibbett well. Oh, nearly a superb goal there for Wolves. They were so unlucky. They were so aware of what was on, were Daly and Hibbett. Daly's throw, Hibbett released. Brilliant shot. Just wide. Gould, or let's Richards rather get in there. No, it was a nice nod forward there by Patching. Richards absolutely electric now, even on this surface. Tremendous acceleration. Sunderland is no slouch either. Here he is, number 9 on the ball. Beaten that time by Hay. Knocked in first time though. And Kenny Hibbett getting in there with a header. Richards with the goal. Number 3 for Wolves. Player down injured, but that's the 3rd goal for Wolves. The long cross coming in from the right and knocked back across the face of the goal for John Richards to get in and beat Benetti from close range. So Kenny Hibbett, who got up so well at that far post situation to nod it back, is the man who's injured. But he had a really big part in that goal, knocking it down for Richards. So the score now at Stamford Bridge, Chelsea 1, Wolves 3, and the 2nd goal of the game for John Richards. What an incredible record, John Richards, since he had that cartilage operation in September. Only his 4th appearance, and now his 7th goal. A couple last week against Plymouth, 3 the week before against Orient, and 2 today against Chelsea. And chasing across to this side of the field now to try and intercept that Gary Lock. Pass to Britain. Well, in the 17 minutes or so that are left, we're going to see what Chelsea are made of. Here's Britain. A little chip through this time for Lewington, and now for Finiston. Bundled off the ball there. Wolves mashing well in defence, organising themselves and getting out of trouble. Sunderland now to Parkin. And Locke turning it in. Back to Bonetti. Looks as though Hibbett wants to come back on now. It took a knock on that right arm. My goodness, he got up well for that long cross, though. Swain. All good play there by Swain to find Gary Lock. Lewington looking to force his way through there to get a shot in. Oh, and he hit the post! Well, determination took him 90% of the way. As he struggled through to get a clear-sighted goal, it was deflected wide of Gary Pearce, but against the post. When Chelsea badly needed a goal, Britain's there! That is a goal! Ian Britton! So Chelsea are back in the hunt. A corner floating in, and the smallest man on the Chelsea side gets up. Near post header, Chelsea's 2nd goal. Chelsea 2, Wolves 3, and Ian Britton, the man with his 5th goal of the season, that puts Chelsea back in the hunt again. And quite a game for the distinguished guest, and a smile that shows he's appreciating it. Well, now Chelsea with about 10 minutes left. But there's that man Richards again, but this time Bonetti. Difficult to keep his feet, but he kept them well. Swain. And now we're going to have a real finish. Lock. Lock forward again there. Touched on by Lewington. Lock. Finiston. Turned inside. Just a little too delicate there. And Wolves trying to get themselves out of trouble delicately, and it's so difficult to judge the pace of these passes. And really it's old-fashioned wax out of defence, and I think that you probably want now, rather than try to play your way out. Because on this so difficult surface, passes just cannot be judged. Gary Lock going a long way, tried to curl one there, but Gary Pearce always body behind that ball. Sammy Chan, the Wolves manager, doing his fair bit of shouting, took over. He was Bill McGarry's right-hand man, of course, now taken over the full job and really made a very good job of it. Hay. Lock. Hibbett. Some nice skills in this Wolves side. Gould. Had a quiet little spell, but now can he explode? Well, Daly's right in there, and Gary Lock had to come away. I think he wanted Bonetti to come for that, and was maybe a little surprised that Peter Bonetti didn't. In the end, had to whack it away for a corner to Wolves. Discussion as to what exactly was going on there. And now they must turn their attentions to Wolves as they come forward from this corner. Hibbett again will take it. Hatching making a run towards the near post. Gary Lock getting that away. Parkin turning it back once more. Ray Wilkins away that time. Here's Hibbett. Played on nicely for Parkin. Played on beautifully by Parkin, and some good work there by Bonetti. That was a lovely move by Wolves. And it's not away yet by any means. 5 minutes to go. Ray Wilkins for Chelsea. The long ball forward, and no trouble there for Wolves. Derek Parkin. Offside given against John Richards. Certainly Peter Bonetti knows there's no time to be lost. Quickly out of his goal to get that ball. Hay with the kick. Hay again with a header. Guided down this time by Britton to Locke. Ray Wilkins trying to get Locke along that touchline again. Now can the full-back get his cross in? He's got a corner. So now there's going to be pressure in that Wolves penalty area. Jeff Palmer's one under pressure now. Gary Pearce is also under pressure, pointing out that Kenny Swain is on the goal line. There's the corner going in. And the big men come in. And rifled there and knocked away by a combination of Palmer and Pearce. And a shot there by Lewington, and Wolves in all sorts of trouble. Pearce, I think, well, I suppose the force with which that ball came in at him, he might well have dislocated a finger. He's in a bit of pain. Whether he twisted a... Maybe he put it out of joint, and he's now back in again. He's got a few problems now as they come in again. Gary Stanley! Oh, and what a save! Finiston with a header! Goal given, and Chelsea have equalised. Well, poor old Gary Pearce. A brilliant comeback by Chelsea. Nothing but despair for the poor fella who's got a bad finger, Gary Pearce. Well, there's a figure of despair. As that corner came in, Gary Stanley got up superbly and nodded it in. A tremendous save by Gary Pearce. Only could push it into the air, and Finiston was there to get up and force it over the line. Chelsea 3, Wolves 3. A tremendous comeback by Chelsea that shows all the character in the world, when 10 minutes ago they looked to be dead and beat. Parkin towards Sunderland. Hay is up there. Lewington back over his head. The ball heading it away. Hibbett planting it forward. John Richards offside. Some electrifying burst by him this afternoon. Referee again looks at his watch. And there goes the final whistle. All credit to the referee. But it's an afternoon when you don't really want to take a close-up of any players coming off, because the whole afternoon has been a credit to both sides. A brilliant exhibition of good attacking football by two sides who clearly are going to have an enormous say in the promotion race in this second division. With Chelsea's goals coming from Ray Wilkins, the second one from Ian Britton, and the third one from Steve Finiston, with John Richards having scored 2 and Bobby Gould 1 for Wolves. Chelsea 2 goals down with 10 minutes left. A brilliant comeback by them that says an enormous amount about their character. You can see Eddie McCready standing there, and Gary Pearce going across to shake hands with Peter Bonetti. It's been that sort of afternoon which has been a credit to both clubs.